And welcome back to another episode, guys. Today we're going to be working on this gigantic thing, otherwise known as the Council Hall. Look how big it is. It's absolutely huge. We're not going to finish it today. No way. Each one of these pillars, about 6-ish layers, is, well, pretty much I've used 18 stacks of gloss on that pillar here. And it's not even all the way up to the top, which is a lot of dye as well. So it's very, very big. What I was planning on doing behind the columns, instead of having it open all the way to the back, is we're actually going to put a wall behind the columns about 2 blocks back and right next to the actual base here. Then from there to this block here, we're going to have a banner come down all the way from the top or close to it, which should be pretty cool. Of course, the banner is going to be made out of wool and it's going to be pretty neat. We're going to do the same thing on this side, possibly a different banner. I still have to finish building up the columns there. I'm not too happy with the way they look currently, so feedback would definitely be appreciated. Right now we have 2 different little doodads on the side. We have one with just stone slabs, and the other one has gray wool, not light gray, dark gray. So they're gray after the black. If you put the ink sacs and the bone meal together, you will get that color. And then you can dye sheep with it. So yeah, I need to know whether you guys like this version, or just hate the column in general and want me to redo it. Of course, if you are new to the channel, this is an iron farm, as I've highlighted in videos prior to this video. In this center here, of course, my game sounds are off yet again. If we go down the staircase here, it was cool redstone stuff. You can see there is an iron golem right on time, and this is where the iron comes out at. This chest is almost full yet again. We have a lot of iron. Of course, I didn't want to build an iron foundry or anything like that this time on the server, since I've had such bad luck with them before. Yeah, there's extensive video content about those. So I think today what we're going to do is we're going to work a bit on the exterior, finishing up the wall behind the column to make it sort of full rather than you can see inside of it, because that's not really good for definition of the building. I'm definitely going to have to figure out something to do with the upper bit, because I don't want it just to be a wall that goes straight up, because that would be boring. I think maybe like a balcony or something like that coming out like the center, maybe the sides. Of course the banner is going to be there, so we can't put a balcony on the sides. I'm definitely thinking about one for the center, possibly, and some other neat stuff. But this is absolutely huge. So my goal with the entryway is to make it sort of close in on you. So when you walk through, you're like, wow, it's kind of small, right? And then you'd get to a certain point, and it would open back up so you can see the vastness of the actual build itself, which I think could be really neat. Really, really neat. And it is really dark in here, so I do apologize if that looks bad on YouTube. But we do have a ceiling now, so that's a thing. But I'm definitely going to get started on the wall, so I'll meet you guys again once I have a somewhat kind of a design figured out for that. Alright guys, does that sound louder? I sound louder than normal to myself. That's a bit weird. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys just for a tiny bit about the channel, since it is December 31st. It is December 31st. So, that is before New Year's, and the year currently is 2014, and the next year is going to be 2015. So, what I want to do is I kind of realize that my channel is not very consistent with uploads or anything really. Some videos I put a lot more effort into, some I don't put as much effort into. Some have a lot more editing than others, and some have little to no editing, which is fine for the series, but different series. So I think what my goal is going to be for 2015 would be to put out a Dino Plays Minecraft about twice a week, so Monday and Friday is when those videos would be coming out, and then Omnislabs will come out on Wednesday. Now, I am going to be starting college again on the 25th. As some of you know, I have a full-time job currently. I'm an architect, in training, of course. Technically, I can't call myself an architect until I'm licensed, which is stuff, but yeah, design buildings, that's what I do, for real-life stuff. It's fun. So, yeah. I definitely want to get an Omnislabs out once a week, and then a Dino Plays twice a week. Now, that's a lot of videos for me. I know it may not seem like it to you guys, but that's like video. It's a lot, especially seeing as the amount of work that goes into Omnislabs itself. Dino Plays is more of like a relaxed series, which I need. I need one of those. I can't just do Omnislabs constantly. That's too much. Too much stuff. So that's pretty much it with my channel review, I guess. Update, review, looking back. Anyway, so this is what I came up with for the entry wall. And if we walk through here, right, you can't really see what's on the other side, and you won't be able to see the that the roof goes back there either. It's going to go all the way up to the top and build a wall. As you can see there, it sort of lines up. It's a few blocks closer than the edge of that farm there. So it's going to line up, and then there's going to be banners on the other side of this column. It's going to be cool. I'm not going to get it all done this episode. There's no way I can do that yet until I become Super Saiyan, or at least Suzuma Void level of productivity, which I don't have enough time for. So up there, I was planning on making like a glass window. Now, I don't know how that'll look, because that'll be a lot of glass. Like, we have the two glass columns here, and the glass window in the center. I'm not entirely sure how... I forgot I was in water. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to look. We're definitely going to have to test it out and do some designs and stuff. I might get one of the other members in here, and they can help me out with it. Should be pretty fun. But for this episode, I pressed inventory instead of W. For this episode, what I want to finish up is like the main wall to there. So up to this level, I've pretty much finished on this side. If we go over here, it lines up with the edge of the column here, and that's where sort of the wall stops, because on the other side of this is going to be the banner. That's going to go all the way from there to the down there, which should be pretty cool. So, and then I'm going to pretty much mirror that on this side, and after that I might throw in some prismarine bricks and such, which are the different prismarine blocks. Definitely not dark prismarine, that stuff's too expensive. Very, very expensive block right here, because it requires 1 ink sac and 8 prismarine shards. The shards aren't a problem, we have buttloads of those from the farm that we made, but the ink sacs, that's a lot. What the heck is that? Oh crap. Nope, not near the villagers, buddy. Yeah, so it's funny, because zombies will walk in there and try to get to the villagers by going into the iron farm, which means they're either going to die from A, lava, or B, iron golems will kill them on the way down, which should be pretty fun. I imagine it's fun for them. So I also increased this here. So instead of just the flat design here, I actually moved it so that way it's a staircase, which I thought was pretty cool. I like it a lot. I think it's neat. And so this is going to be the height of the actual floor. Because what I want to do is I want to have sunken in areas on either side where you can sort of see over, and the platform's kind of almost like a bridge. And yeah, there's mobs everywhere around here. So, like literally lots of places. And the sound is not on because I was at the Enderman farm in between clips, so that's why you're not getting that. That's another thing I need to be more consistent about. Either don't play any game sounds, or change them before I start recording. So, yeah, I'm gonna finish this up. I'll come back to you guys for the end of the episode-ish. Okay, I just ummed a lot. I'm sorry about that. So we're gonna finish this up. I'll meet you guys back here for the end of the episode, and we'll talk a bit more about what the end goal is. Also, I added the sky. Look at the clouds; they're so pretty. All right, guys, the wall's done. It's finished. Look at that. It's all done. All of it finished. So for the height, the current height, it's done. We're gonna do some neat stuff up there, though. But that's definitely going to be saved for a collab. Since this building is the council hall, it is primarily designed for the server itself, like the server being all the members and stuff to come and help out with in some fashion or another, which should be pretty cool. We're definitely going to make this thing massive, and I really wouldn't be able to do it without the help of the other guys. So I really hope they come and help. That'd be cool. We're gonna add another wall on the inside here, so that way you can't see that stuff. And it should turn out being pretty neat. I think it's going to be cool. So another thing I wanted to do with my channel was add more thumbnails. So I'm definitely going to be working on making a template for that, so that way I can make them quick and easy. Because I don't like spending a lot of time on stuff that, you know, on thumbnails, because that's just, you know, a picture. I'd rather spend more time on the actual video itself than the thumbnail. But I'm definitely going to work on that, because I feel like my channel needs those. But by now it's just me being lazy, not getting them done. If you have any feedback or suggestions for this build, please leave them in the comments. Feel free to leave a like, and as always, stay classy. This build's so cool so far, I really like it.